This is Breakfast with Alex James on ABC Central West.
Very good morning. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen each other, spoken with each other on a Friday, hasn't it? Especially this early. A very good morning to you. Happy Friday.
Do you have any valuable art in your house, Alex?
I have a second-hand printout of a horses that I've stuck Daryl Braithwaite on. I think it's valuable. I don't think it's probably worth anything.
Well, if you think it might be worth something, maybe take it along to this event in Bathurst tomorrow. Bathurst Regional Art Gallery is hosting an art appraisal and valuation day. Lee Capel is the director of Bella Pock Fine Art in Potts Point, and he's going to be evaluating art tomorrow. He joins us now.
Lee, it's very nice to chat with you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me on, ladies.
What kind of things can people bring along to be valued tomorrow?
So tomorrow, I think a good thing to bring in would be any type of fine art. So that might be a painting, watercolour, any works on paper, tribal artefacts, mixed media sculpture, anything that would be considered fine art. So that means that not decorative arts, which is more ceramic, silver, that sort of stuff, unfortunately, but fine art would be suitable.
Yeah, is there anything people should sort of, be looking out for? Like, what do you look for when you're valuing art?
Well, obviously, I'm looking for the big names. I'm looking for Picassos. I'm looking, just joking. But generally, when you're looking at art, a lot of people don't know what they've got. And I always, being an art dealer for several years and working in a lot of different auction rooms, such as Sotheby's and Menzies, you come across people. You find that people don't really know what they've got, but you must get it checked out before you sell it on, because the amount of times I've seen people sell things they don't know, and this is how I make money as a dealer. I buy works along the way for people who don't know what they've got. So I encourage you to seek a professional like myself to get things valued. And so that's a way of, so people coming in bring stuff that you think, might not be of value but has some good quality to it.
So how do we trust you then, Lee, if that's how you make money? You're not going to lie to us?
No, of course not. No, that's part of my job is to help. And I think in this industry, karma plays a big part. So you always give out information freely, because in this generation, as an art dealer and a valuer, in previous generations, it was a very secretive job. They'd hold their information very close to their chest, whereas now with the one part of the internet generation, you can Google things quite easily. And so if you know a little bit how to use the internet and know how to identify a difference between a print and a painting, or vice versa, you can do a little bit of research yourself. But ultimately, when it comes to some very specific types of art, it benefits by seeking a professional.
Yeah, have you ever had anyone come to you with just like an absolute gem that they had no idea?
Of course. Like every so often it's quite common actually, and it's more common than you think. You read all these stories overseas, or even recently in the Blue Mountains, they found a Dutch master painting, and it was a legitimate master painting in someone's attic. So that's just something that comes with the job. So I had this theory when I was working in the auction rooms. I was in the auction rooms for about 6 years, and if I had someone bring something to me and have it meticulously wrapped up, and they had inherited it and they thought, oh, this is so valuable, and they treated it so carefully, I would always get disappointed because I knew it was going to be quite average. Where on the other side was when people would bring in a picture in a plastic bag and the frame was falling off and it was looking like it was a bit damaged, I would get really, really excited because it was always going to be something good. And in that 6 years, I wasn't proven wrong once.
Really?
So, yeah, and I had a gentleman come to me not that long ago, and he brought in this picture, and he said, Lee, and we were friends. He was a young bloke in his late 30s, and he said, oh, I picked this up at a local shop. And I didn't pay very much, but I don't know what it is. If you want to buy it or something, I just want a little bit more information. And I took one look at it and I said, where'd you get it? And he goes, I bought it at Vinnie's. And I said, how much did you pay? And he said, I paid $18. And I said, well, like if I'd been what I consider a good dealer, I would have said, oh, I'll give you $100 for it. And but I didn't. I immediately told him, look, this is at least $50,000. Wow. And he dropped his drink.
I I would have dropped more than that, Lee. Maybe a couple of words I can't say here.
So exactly. So this is why people usually either underestimate what they've got or overestimate. So it's good to find the median and get that information from someone who knows.
Wow. And hopefully you'll have some more of those stories after this weekend. Lee, it's fascinating to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on.
Lee Capel is the director of Belle Epoque Fine Art in Pox Point. He'll be evaluating art tomorrow. Have you got some of the details and what people need?
I do. So that's at Bathurst Regional Art Gallery tomorrow. It's $15 for non-members, $12 if you are a Brags member. You get a 10-minute session. You can take 1 to 3 objects to be valued. There are only a couple of spots left.
Oh, really?
So if you've got something, if you think you're sitting on a gem, you can go to the Brags website and book now.
Who knows? Maybe those horses that I found secondhand. Maybe they're worth something.
Maybe you're the one who brings it in, and this will be the story of this girl who had Daryl Braithwaite's face stuck over a $50,000 painting.
That feels very on brand. Lauren, thank you so much.
Thanks, Alex.
ABC producer and community correspondent Lauren Bohane, ABC Central West.